count. All this to say that there have been numerous obstacles in our path towards this finish line. Even right now, we are celebrating one of the biggest accomplishments in our lives thus far, away from the people who have enriched our experience and made it what it was. Nevertheless, we cannot disregard both the people who have contributed to this moment and the lessons to be learned from all of this. I will give thanks to you, Lord, with all my heart. I will tell of all your wonderful deeds. Psalm chapter 9, verse 1. Amidst every turmoil and success, God has been a steadfast font of blessings, grace, and love. He allowed us to persevere when the going got tough and proclaimed, "Well done, my good and faithful servant," after each triumph. We owe him all the gratitude in the world for what he has done for us and will continue to do as we embark on new journeys. In that light, I must also acknowledge the spiritual leaders of our school who have been instrumental in imparting the core values necessary for our own spiritual growth and enrichment. To the Bishop of the Diocese of Roseau, His Lordship Bishop Gabriel Malzier, our beloved chaplain, Monsignor John Lewis, members of the clergy and religious, the Catholic Schools Board, and principals of various Catholic schools, I extend my most sincere gratitude. On behalf of the graduates, I say thank you to our various benefactors, particularly the Ministry of Education, local businesses, financial institutions, and other donors. Your show of support to numerous students through the provision of scholarships and bursaries, financial assistance, training opportunities, and other educational resources has played a great role in our attainment of quality education and has been immensely appreciated. Additionally, I wish to recognize our very own principal, Ms. Isabella Prentice, along with her deputies, Mr. Andrew McCauley and Mrs. Deborah Harris. Thank you for opening up your doors to us 5 years ago and allowing us to be a part of the legacy that is the Convent High School. Your continuous efforts towards maintaining the highest standards of discipline and decorum in our school has also not gone unnoticed. I believe that behind every good student is an upstanding teacher. The Convent High School has an abundance of upstanding teachers who deserve a million thank yous. According to Brad Henry, an American lawyer and politician, a good teacher can inspire hope, ignite the imagination, and instill a love of learning. Certainly, I can say that the CHS staff has gone above and beyond these three tasks. Today's achievement is a direct result of your contributions, and no amount of words will be able to repay you all for your outstanding work. To our dearest parents and guardians, we also extend a heartfelt thanks for your unconditional care and support, both emotionally and financially. You were not obligated to stay up late with us the night before an exam while we studied, or to provide us with your last $50 so we could contribute towards a class picnic, yet you did so with willing hearts and with little to no complaints. We recognize the sacrifices you have made for us in order to secure our success, so this is your moment too. Finally, to my fellow graduates and classmates, I wish to commend you all on an excellent job. As we are being released from the security of the Convent High School into a world of endless uncertainties, let us keep close the many lessons that we have learned. No longer are we naive 12-year-olds entering high school. Rather, we are young women who have experienced immense growth and are now capable of making our own decisions and forging our own paths. It is especially crucial that we recognize that the journey up ahead will be riddled with challenges far greater than what we have experienced within these walls. I would not be surprised if the lot of us, a few years down the line, will express a desire to return to CHS. Be that as it may, that will never be the case, as life only moves forwards, and if we are to reap its full rewards, we ought to do the same. Let us not allow ourselves to be handcuffed by the world's distractions, for these provide temporary pleasure that ultimately only inhibits our own journeys towards self-fulfillment. Acknowledge, however, that mistakes will be made, but these should be utilized as springboards, propelling us to our success. We must also be prepared to accept responsibility for those mistakes and the consequences thereof. Fellow graduates, do not be daunted by the future. Instead, let us develop an appreciation for life's unpredictability, as it is through this that we become flexible and are motivated to become better versions of ourselves. Trust that we are capable. Realize that everything is within our reach if only we apply ourselves, and always remember that everything happens when it needs to happen. Everyone is always where they need to be. You will never miss out on what is meant for you. Ianla Van Zandt. Congratulations to the class of 2020. We have reached the end of this leg of our journey. Some of us may continue to journey together, while others may take a different route. Whatever the case, I wish everyone a future of love, happiness, peace, and success. See you soon. Farewell, class of 2020.
Thank you, Kira. We thank everyone for their support and interest shown here this evening at this year's virtual graduation ceremony. We will end this evening with the graduate song, You Know It's About You, by Magical Thinker and Stephen Rabel.
You know the right words, they're all in your head. So wake up in the morning and get out of bed. The dreams you've been dreaming, well, right now's the time. You build up these monsters, they're just in your mind. If you feel it in your heart, then sing it loud. Whoa, I know who you are, so sing it loud. It's all about you. You just gotta know, you can do it on your own. Guess that's why I wrote this song. You know it's about you, it's always about you. Never let a dream grow cold, even when you're losing hope. Guess that's why I wrote this song. You know it's about you, it's always about you. So there you go. I know the feeling like you'll never win. Your heart's in the washer, your head's in the spin. You try, but you can't catch a break. But sometimes believing is all that it takes. If you feel it in your heart, then sing it loud. I know who you are, so sing it loud. It's all about you. You just gotta know, you can do it on your own. Guess that's why I wrote this song. You know it's about you, it's always about you. Never let a dream grow cold, even when you're losing hope. Guess that's why I wrote this song. You know it's about you, it's always about you. So there you go. If it's playing in your car, don't turn it down. I know who you are, so sing it loud. If you feel it in your heart, it's all about you. You just gotta know, you can do it on your own. Guess that's why I wrote this song. You know it's about you, it's always about you. Never let a dream grow cold, even when you're losing hope. Guess that's why I wrote this song. You know it's about you, it's always about you. So there you go.
All graduates, please be reminded that Friday, 7th August 2020 is the collection day. You are to assemble in the Botanic Gardens from 9 a.m. in full graduation regalia. Thank you. Please stand for the school song.
You all can sing along at home. Lamp of knowledge, wisdom, virtue, light of hope and faith and love. We will follow your wise guiding, lead us safely on our way. Convent High School Youth, we're our island's pride, we the leaders of tomorrow, in the shadow of Christ's cross. One in mind and heart at hand, one in mind and heart at hand. True to church, to home and land. True to church, to home and land. Ready to fight for God and country, honor, duty, purity. Ere we strive for our ideal, sure that effort conquers all. Convent High School Youth, we're our island's pride, we the leaders of tomorrow, in the shadow of Christ's cross. One in mind and heart at hand, one in mind and heart at hand. True to church, to home and land. True to church, to home and land.
I know you know who you are, so sing it loud. It's all about you. You just gotta know you can do it on your own. Guess it's why I wrote this song. You know it's about you, it's always about you. Never let a dream grow cold, even when you're losing road. Guess that's why I wrote this song. You know it's about you, it's always about you. So let it go. I know the feeling like you'll never win. Your heart's in the washer, your head's in the spin. You try, but you can't catch a break. But sometimes believing is all that it takes. If you feel it in your heart, then sing it loud. I know you know who you are, so sing it loud. It's all about you. You just gotta know you can do it on your own. Guess that's why I wrote this song. You know it's about you, it's always about you. Never let a dream grow cold, even when you're losing road. Guess that's why I wrote this song. You know it's about you, it's always about you. So there you go. If it's playing in your car, don't turn it down. I know you know who you are, so sing it loud. If you feel it in your heart, it's all about you. You just gotta